didn't think that I was going to film today because I already have some videos to put up, but then I got something in the mail and I was just so excited that I want to film right away, which was yesterday. But I couldn't because I was going away on different things. But now I'm here and I'm doing this video, and it's with the Paulina Palette. I'm so excited. It's for those of you who don't know, it's the Paulina Palette by Blush Tribe, and it's what do you call it, collab? Yeah, collab. I'm lost for words, but yeah, that's not the expression either, but you know what I mean. With Paulina Beauty, I think her channel is called. I just call her Paulina. And she's a Swedish YouTuber that is amazing. It's one of my favorite YouTubers. And look, when I saw, I've been excited the whole time for this palette because I knew it would be great, because Blush Tribe is, I thought about it and I think it's the best brand I have discovered this year. And when one of your favorite YouTubers is doing a collab, you just know it's going to be awesome. And when I look at it right now, it's even more awesome than it looked when she showed it, and I thought it looked awesome already. But you know, the shimmer shades, this shimmer shade, oh my god, and I so want to use the lime one, so I thought that today we were going to do a look with it. And I thought that I was going to try to do a cut crease. I have done it a few times before, but not much, and I think that it's okay to not be good at something, because when I started to be a makeup artist, that technique was not very used, or what you're gonna call it. Oh, haven't I locked? So we didn't do that, and I have not felt the need to do it, but I haven't been satisfied with my looks. Where is it? So I thought we were going to try it today. Maybe it will be horrible, but that will be my fault, not the palette's fault either way, so you know, because I'm not very good. And I thought I was going to use this conceal and correct from Revolution in the white shade to do it. But yeah, so I have not put makeup on because, you know, if I fuck up, then I want to be able to redo it. But let's start because I'm so excited. And I don't know what I would like to do, because I thought I was going to do an all matte look with, you know, the lime shade on my lid instead of a shimmer. But now when I see the shade solely, it's so much easier to say that word in Swedish, even though it's an English word, because I have one of my best friends, Amelie. We call each other solely because we think we are each other's soulmates. So I thought it was so fun that that shade was called that. But oh, I just have to swatch it. Look! It's so pretty, I could die. It's so pretty, I could die. Oh my god. And I want to use that as well, so now I don't know what I'm going to do. But we'll see. Did I put paint pot on both my eyes? You know, I don't know. Let's put some more. Just in case. I must go in and order a new one. And we need one of these because now I have shadow all over. God. And you know, it's just greens, pinks and purples, and it's so nice to finally have I have more palettes that are, you know, don't have browns in it, but they are very rare, and the ones I can think of right away are the ones from Blush Tribe. But yeah, I'm so excited. And then we put on the Pegasus primer. I just got home from my parents, so if my face is more red than usual, it's because I just was out. And Gunvald is very tired because he was at the vet yesterday. Just taking his vaccinations. Vaccinate your dogs. So he's sleeping next to me. Yeah. I'm so excited. Usually I don't plan out what I'm going to do, but I don't want to fuck this up. And I think it will be a green look because I just love greens. Let's try Humble. That shade. And I'm trying with my denser brush. Oh god, it's pigmented. Nice. When you have been working with greens that are not so pigmented, you get very happy when you see this. Let's just do like this. Then we're going to blend it away. This is not a tutorial. I don't think I will do tutorials ever. You shouldn't say ever, because you never know. But for the first, you can't say that in the same way as you can in Swedish. But for one thing, I don't have a camera right now where you can zoom in, so you won't be able to see very well what I'm doing. And the other thing is that, like I said, I don't plan out what I do. Which means that sometimes I change my mind halfway through, and then I will cover it up and do something else, and then it won't be any good tutorials. So, and I usually don't like watching tutorials either, because they never worked. That's funny. The only person, not the only person, but one of the few persons that I actually watch their tutorials, when they're called tutorials, are Paulina, because I think she's doing really unique things, and she actually shows sometimes, you know, when it doesn't work out perfectly as she planned and something like that, and that makes me more happy, because otherwise all the other people, everything just works out right away, and they don't struggle with everything, and it seems like they had the perfect shadows and everything, and then it just makes me, you know, no, I don't want to do that. But she makes it seem more realistic, and it still turns out pretty every single time, even though she doesn't always think so. But yeah, I just love her tutorials. There are some other people's I watch tutorials also because they are funny. But hers I actually watch because I want to see how she's doing certain things. I hope you understand what I mean. This is an excellent shade to blend, because you can blend it out to be more sheer, but it doesn't disappear. And that is how a shadow is supposed to work. If you want to have it really, really, you know, with sharp edges and full-on pigment, you can. But if you want to blend it out and sheer it out, you can. Thank you, Blush Tribe and Paulina. Oh god, I'm dry on my eyelids today. Like that. And I also want to try Sigge. Oh, if I ever made a palette of my own, which will never happen, but if I did, then I would have a shade called Gunvald. And it's the only shade name I would know. I have some other suggestions because, you know, I have thought about it, of course. But Gunvald is definitely one of those I know I would pick. And it would be a pink shade, because he always has pink, what are you calling it? Leash? No? You know the thing, oh god, I've forgotten the name. But the thing you put around his neck when you go out with him, so if you run away you can see the tag, and the thing you have to walk in with. Do you know what I mean? I have totally forgotten the name. You are not helping. But if I remember, I can see if I can look it up and put it here, but you already know what I mean probably. But yeah, now I'm taking Sigge. That shade. Oh, now I put my finger in. And just darken it up a bit. And I have hooded eyes, so I will probably, when I put on the concealer, cover everything I have done, because I have a tendency of not putting the eyeshadow I'm not taking it high enough, because I think it will, you know, knock. Oh my god. Let's restart. Refresh. I don't take the eyeshadow high enough because I think it will go into my brows. But I probably should take it further up because I think it will all be covered by the concealer when I do the cut crease. If I totally fail, I will cut that out. Not everything, but you know, probably. And I want to take a small brush for that. Is that too stiff? Let's take that one. Let's see. This is just a white one. And I have learned that you should do that, you know, look up and then you know where the line should be. And as I thought, it is much higher than I would like. The reason I usually don't do cut crease and other detail things is because I'm not a very, I don't know what you call it, but creative person. I can't sit down and paint a picture or see something and you know, if I see, like, you know, when you had, I don't know what you are calling it, but in school where you, if I was just to translate, I would call it picture. But you know, where you were supposed to sit down and, oh, here's a vase, now you paint it exactly like that. And mine was like, no. I can't see shadows in that way and the details. So I usually don't do details because I'm not very good at it. And I don't think, I will just get angry that I can't do it. And that's usually also why I don't do things like this, because I don't have the patience to be that detailed, and I'm not good at it, and I can't see it like other people see things. You know, those people who make detail works on their lips and eyelids and even on their hands and everything like that. I could never do that because no, there are so many reasons. And that's why I'm always afraid to fail when I do my makeup, even though I have something in me that makes me, I'm trying to do this fast because this is drying, but I can see things like what shades go together, and I can see the whole picture, but I can't see the details as good as other people, and that's why I don't plan out what I'm going to do, and now I spit everywhere. But it's hard to explain, especially now when I obviously can't find the words, but that's at least a reason. I'm not very good at those things, and this is the only creative thing I have that I can do my makeup in some way. And I can do it on others, but yeah, so that's why I never do these things. But I guess you should practice to do it. So we'll see how this works. And don't be too hard on me because my initial thought was that I was going to do this off camera a lot of times so I can be good at it, and because I usually only like doing things that I think I'm good at, which is stupid. But yeah, so I was going to go on here and do it a lot better, but then I thought, no, what's the use in that? And that did not work out good. But we'll have to fix it later. And like I said, I'm almost covering up all the makeup before. If you please put down all your tips and tricks on how you do cut creases, I will be so thankful. Of course I can watch tutorials, but like I said, I don't like it, and they usually don't. This seems like, you know, the easiest step, but I think it's the hardest. So please be nice and just put down your tips and tricks. Because now I'm totally failing. It worked so much better on that eye. Yep. Take some more. And I want tips on, you know, if you do half cut crease, then how do you do, and if you do not half cut crease and whatever. Everything you have to share on how to make this process a lot easier for me, then please share. Because now I'm just looking like a clown. Am I doing it uneven, or do I have uneven eyes? I know I do a big cut crease, but that's the point. I think my eyes are uneven because it doesn't look the same. That was not a fun thing to find out. Yeah, never mind. Never mind. Now for the hat, I'm using Friends. Maybe I should have set this before, but let's try. It's a really pigmented matte. I love it. And I love that it looks exactly like it does in the pan, because some shades look amazing, and then when you put it on, they are lighter or darker, or even, you know, totally different shades. But this looks like it's supposed to look, which I was expecting because I have seen Paulina's videos, of course. And I probably wouldn't have to do a cut crease to make it show up like that, but you know, now I want to try. And like I said, if you are laughing at me, please laugh, but so that I won't know it. But please don't write that I did a good job if you don't think. So don't say that to make me feel better. It's better that you don't say anything if you think I did a terrible job. I look like a crazy person. Like that. Now take some of the humble shade again. And Sigge. My eyes are uneven. And it still looks weird one. But yeah, never mind. But everything I complain about now is me doing. Nothing wrong with the 3 shades I have tried so far. They are amazing. Like I said, I had very high expectation of the shades, and I'm not saying this, I would never do that, but I'm not saying this because I want Paulina to like my review or blush time or anything, because that is not something that I care that much about. Of course, I don't want to make her sad, but I don't find any reason, because this is a perfect shade and it's the best greens I have worked with. Makes a really cool effect here actually. And if you have some tips, you know, right on my makeup that you can see that I'm doing wrong right now, then you can please tell me as well, because then it will be easier for me to, you know, fix. Like, you know, if you, oh, you should have set the shadow or the base, or, you know, you should have done it in that order, then that's good as well, you know, tips. Then I want to have some on my lower lash line as well. Right. I'm just taking humble. Then I'm taking Friends again. I got shadow in my eye. I'm going to, maybe I will ruin everything now, but I want to use the shade solely. Oh, it's hard to say in English. And I think I'm actually going to use it out here. And let's try it without spraying it. No, I want to spray it. When you don't spray it, the glitter comes on. That I usually do with some shades, because you know, when I only want the glitter. But now I actually want the shade as well. Goes really, I think that shade, if you use it with greens, it would look more green. If you use it, I think you can actually use it with blue and make it look a bit blue as well. That's cool, you can use colors like that. Maybe we can use some in the inner corner as well. Now I'm just doing the thing I talked about before. I'm just experimenting a lot. I usually don't do halo eyes either. I'm just doing the same look. And that's why when I started my YouTube channel, I told myself, you know, I'm not going to do tutorials. I'm not going to do first impressions because I don't want to see people, I don't want them to see me do my makeup. But I want to try things, and then it is a first impression. So yeah, so if you're tired of me doing the same thing, I'm sorry. And I don't think a lot of people will use the shimmer the way I do now. They will probably use it in the middle, but I want the green to be the main shadow. Like that. Now I'm just spraying it to put it in the inner corner. Oh god, I love it. Now I want to use the purple shades in one look, but I will not take this off. Yeah, let's do it like that. And then we will do like this. And use a little bit of the French shade. There has not been any kick up except in the French shade, but I have really dug into my brush there, so I don't know if it will be kick up when you use it, you know, like a normal person. But there has been some fallout as well, but you know, I have not cared because I'm going to do my base afterwards. But I have a lot of glitter now. From this shade, like that. I'm going to do the rest of my makeup and see if I look like a crazy person when I'm done. Because it always looks crazy before, but yeah, it's okay. I don't know if it has made a difference that I made a cut crease or not. But I really love the shade. So yeah, now, oh god, I've been filming for 30 minutes. Yep. But now I'm going to do my base and I will be back. Now I'm back. And I really like how the eyeshadow turned out. It always looks better when you have eyeliner and mascara on. But if you think my eyeliner looks weird, it's because it started to bleed into the eyeshadow. That never happens. Sometimes it bleeds in here, but that never happens. I don't know. I don't think it has something to do with the eyeshadow, but maybe because I put some concealer. I don't know, but it has never done that before. It has bled over here and so on. But I just want to tell you that I really love this lip color. I think it's the one I have on the little picture I have that you can see when I comment things. But it's from Gerard Cosmetics and it's the Summer Lovin'. But I just want to tell you that I don't like the formula at all, and if all the Gerard Cosmetics liquid lipsticks are the same as this formula, then it's terrible, because this is the only one I have, and the only reason I have it and still have it is because of this color, because I have nothing like this color. It's a neon pink, but when you put it on, it's like a sticky mousse finish. And it's so hard to get opaque and even, and it's sticky and you feel it on your lips and it's terrible. but I really love the color, and I thought I wanted to have it with this eye look. So I'm pretty pleased with the eye look, and when I use the glitter shade or the shimmer shade, it almost looks like I have a glitter eyeliner across. I don't know if you can tell, but I can see it from over here at least, and I'm really pleased with it. And I think before I used this palette, the favorite greens I had tried was from Blush Tribe. So that's why I had very high expectations of this palette, because I love Blush Tribe's greens and I love Paulina, and I have seen that it's good, so that's, you know, I wouldn't expect anything less, and they are amazing. I have nothing to complain about at all. I'm just excited, you know, to try out the other shades, but because today I have used these 4 shades and they worked excellent. The mattes were pigmented, but you could shear them out as much as you wanted, but they would still be there, and they blended so nice together, and the shimmer were excellent. You had to spray it to get that impact, but you know, you have to do that with all shimmer shades, more or less. But if you just want the glitter, you can just dip the brush in and put it on, and I think it looks great. I don't know if my cut crease did anything for me that I wouldn't have achieved anyway, because these are very pigmented, so I think the lime green will show up. Oh, what's wrong? Anyway, but yeah, I'm so pleased with this palette, and Paulina and Blush Tribe, you did such a great job, and I'm so excited to use the purples and the pinks. I already know that I like these 2 colors because I've used them in the other palette, but you know, Salma, Thingeling or Angel I also want to use, and yeah, it's just an excellent. I have nothing but good things to say about it. And yeah, that was one thing I want to say as well. Before, when I said that I liked Paulina's tutorials because she shows sometimes when it goes wrong, and that a lot of people won't do that, I'm not giving any judgment, because I honestly didn't want to put up this video, but I appreciate that she shows the process, and you know, in a way that a lot of people don't. So I understand if people cut out, you know, the failures and just want to show how it works, but I appreciate that she doesn't always do that. So that's what I was going to say, because I do it myself, so I shouldn't be, you know, judging anyone else. But yeah, I would totally go to work. You know, as I work as a financial advisor, but I will totally go to work with this look. Maybe not with this lipstick, because someone may have a problem, but I really like this eye look. I don't know if you can come closer. It's not perfect, you know, and here you can see the eyeliner. It's so wonky. It usually never is, so if I were going out, I would have corrected that, but it's so weird that it bled into, you know, eyeshadow. Can you see how bright this lipstick is? And I have used the Amrezy highlighter. It's an okay highlighter, nothing fancy. I don't understand the hype, but it's a good highlighter. And I have used MAC Extra Dimension. What is it called? Wait. Sorry for this angle, I know it's annoying. Extra Dimension blush in Telling Glow. I love this. Should I put you back? Yes. So you won't have to deal with my angle. It looks like that. It's really pretty. I want to get more of these. But yeah. So yeah, I just wanted to say all the things I have said. I think I'm done, and I'm so excited. So have a nice day. Bye.